Hey y'all, I just came with a quick message for you. Everyone and everything you can't keep isn't a loss. So stop seeking after people God has strategically moved. Say a prayer for them and keep it moving. Stop mourning what isn't a loss. How long will you mourn over Saul? Fill your horn with oil and keep it moving. Keep it moving. What you were carrying was dead weight, and God removed that dead weight. The casket you were carrying by any means necessary. We stay too stuck in what God has removed and what He has not given clearance for into our next. It's like a truck trying to go under something that it doesn't have clearance for. What happens? Destruction. And a lot of times it's irreparable destruction. God will remove, He will rip the band-aid off to save you, trusting that He knows what's ahead. He sees the betrayal before you do. He sees the business failing in the future before you do. So He closed it down now. He sees that person not measuring up to where He is taking you. We stay too long. We stay too long questioning why and how we could have saved something that was divinely orchestrated. Praise God for that. Praise God for the closed doors. It took me a long time to begin to praise God for the closed doors. And so many times it's people and places that are causing us to be stuck and stagnant and why we are not moving forward. Because God has to send the destruction to it so that you will be in alignment to His will and the people He has assigned to you. It's so true that we can't take everybody on the elevator when we're going up. We think that just because it's blood related, it's exempt. That's including our adult children. That's including your best friend from kindergarten. That's including your mama and your daddy. If God said it has to go, then it has to go. And you will keep experiencing the betrayal, the hurt, the self-sabotaging, the repeat conviction in your spirit until you do. And stop taking it personally. When you're walking and you're living for Christ, it's never personal. It's never personal. It's always spiritual. Because we don't fight against flesh and blood, right? They left us, but they were never really with us. If they had been, they would have stuck it out with us, loyal to the end. In leaving, they showed their true colors and showed that they did never belong. But you belong. The Holy One anointed you. And you all know it. I haven't been writing this to you something that you don't know, but to confirm the truth you do know and to remind you that the truth doesn't breed lies. You can reflect that back on 1 John chapter 2, verse 19. So stop lowering the standard and raise to the standard the Lord has set for your life. God didn't create you to be a punching bag for people just to come into your life and rob you of your peace and steal your joy and wear you down and give and have where you have nothing left to give to God or yourself. What makes you think that giving them more and more will make them appreciate you? He gave you discernment for a reason. You prayed for peace, so don't chase what God has cleared out. People who truly love you and the people who truly care for you and who respect you are intentional on being those things. Because when you live for Christ, that is the expectation. That is what we are instructed to do and how we are instructed to live and how we are instructed to treat people. Love is kind. Love is patient. What business does darkness have with light? Be ye equally yoked. That's in the word. Forgiveness and grace and mercy doesn't require re-entry. Some relationships can only be repaired through the orchestration of God, especially when the root has been so deep-seated and has been a demonic force against it. And some relationships, like businesses, are not meant to be salvaged and repaired. And we have to be okay with that. That's big when you're walking with Christ. You will lose people. And I'm not just talking about life after death. I'm talking about death even in life. When you carry certain people and certain relationships around that are dead, that are heavy, it is slowly killing you, killing your confidence, killing your time, killing God's next for whatever your assignment is. You're not only inviting your warfare, but their unhealed trauma and their unhealed pain and their warfare. We pay some hefty fees for things that are not worth it, don't we? We have to come to a place where we say, if it ain't kingdom, I don't want it. Like the stamp on money. If it don't have the stamp, then it's not real. If anything or anyone doesn't have the stamp of heaven, I don't want it. And a lot of times when we are the one carrying the bulk of the relationship, we are standing as a placeholder for their own deliverance. And we're playing God as well, trying to change them and trying to change their situation instead of allowing God to take the reins, especially when it's not working. So stop allowing just anything and anyone into your temple, into your palace. You're a child of God. Your space is sacred. So a couple signs that I have here that it isn't a loss. Number one, it pulls you away from your relationship with God. Number two, your spirit is disturbed. You're losing peace in the situation when you're around this person. Number three, temptation to sin. 4, it brings you out of your character. So that brings you back to a version of yourself that you are not anymore. Number 5, it isn't fruitful. You should see fruit regardless. Even when you are in a desert season, when you are in isolation, you can still see fruit. It's like a marriage that has its problems, but you will still see what? It's fruit. 6, it doesn't reflect who you are and where you are going and where you desire to be. While you may have heard the saying, if you want to know where you are in life down the line, take a look at your circle. Take a look at the people that you are surrounding yourself around. Even like with God, it's the same. With people, either you with me or you're not. I used to write pros and cons lists. So write a list and pray to the Lord over that list. Anytime I have prayed, Lord, remove anything and anyone that is hindering my walk with you, I promise that's the quickest prayer that God answers. Because he knows you have an assignment. You have work to do. That it's time to move forward. It's time to demolish the old and rebuild and come into the new. In Judges with Gideon, the Lord sized down his men and Gideon still won the battle. So you don't need what you think you need. You don't need who you think you need. But God knows. God knows exactly what you need. And you will still win in the end. So at the end of the day, everything and everyone isn't a loss. I love you all. Blessings to you. And I'll catch you on the next talk topic. Bye.